All right.
Let's get rolling.
Ready?
Yes.
Let's get rolling.
Okay.
Me.
You.
G.
Hadid. Stupid. Keep going.
That was stupid.
That was good, though.
That was dumb.
That was stupid.
You little stupid bitches.
Welcome back to Because We Got High with Rhea, Kelly, and Bree. I almost just called myself Riri. I don't know where that came from. I almost just called myself Riri.
I don't hate it, Riri.
Oh,
Yeah, what up, girl, Riri? How you doing, Riri?
What's up?
You good?
How are the ladies today?
Honestly,
how are we
kind
doing?
of feeling. I'm ready to talk.
My
Yeah.
boob's itchy. I'm scratching.
I feel like
it.
we got a
The
good
ladies
thing
are
going.
chilling. You know that one of my friends, she'll love hearing this. One of my best friends from childhood, her grandmother one time told her, she was like, my boob is itchy, and she was like, that means they're growing. And I thought about it ever since.
I don't think mine
years
are.
and years.
I'm 23. I don't know if they're growing.
I don't know.
but maybe
I told
they
you about
are.
my friend who
Quite
got
itchy.
boobs super late, so you never know.
Maybe it's coming.
That's what it means, apparently.
I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, ate way too much pineapple before this podcast.
Way too much pineapple.
Yeah, we did indulge in a lot of pineapple.
Indulge in a lot of pineapple, which
That's
I love.
That's our new
but
phrase, by the way.
Yeah,
we love
just
pineapple.
too much pineapple.
Too much pineapple before this
you'll get it.
podcast, for
Yeah.
this show.
You'll understand.
But I'm excited
Our
for this
buds
episode.
will understand.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
buds will understand. Oh, how cute.
we are the
Bud tenders.
Do.
Yes. Which, by the way, if you don't know, that's like an actual title. We're kind of we're a little bit of stolen valor by calling ourselves bud tenders because the people who actually tend to bud are called bud tenders in real life. But I feel like that we are as well because our listeners are our buds, and we're just molding their minds as much as we can.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to this show, by the way. You know, we're getting in there. If you are listening to this show, make sure you tag us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
The handle is BC We Got High, because we got high, and then our personal handles are in the description. Make sure you tag us. We will be resharing every person who tags us.
We always do.
Well,
Like
we always
always
do.
Yeah.
We always do. And can I also say, let's pump up our YouTube for real. I would love all of you wonderful buds as subscribers for our YouTube. You can watch these episodes.
We're going to start vlogging too.
Yeah, we're also going to start vlogging. We have little clips from the pod if you're not wanting to settle in for a good 2 hours. But I love popping on a good YouTube situation. It's so much fun. So I want everybody to subscribe to our YouTube because there'll be more fun shit coming on there than there is on just the regular podcast.
Yeah, so go to Because We Got High on YouTube if you're listening to this on Apple or Spotify or one of those other platforms that you listen to podcasts. Get to the YouTube, subscribe so you could see us. Let's wave to the people who are watching on YouTube. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
And what's up? Kelly and Bree said, we have more stuff coming on there. Maybe some ASMR videos, some drunk vlogs, some good stuff. But let's get into today's episode. It's E. We've reached episode 5, which is exciting, guys. I just want to say, it feels good to be at episode 5.
It does feel good. I'm actually.
I remember when this was just an idea.
Just
right?
a little
It feels
small little idea.
It feels like it's been so long, and even though it hasn't been.
I know.
I love our crew of people that follow us. It's just, I don't know. Everything about this has been such a good experience. I feel like, do you guys feel the same? Everything about this has been so great.
It has felt long, but it hasn't been long.
Well, I think because we never recorded together before we did the show.
Yeah,
so it
also
was
that.
almost, we were friends, but it was almost like, how is this show going to work? We've never done a podcast together, and we've all just clicked. We've just got it. Feels like we've been doing it for years.
It's a good dynamic going.
So it's a lot of fun, and thank you to all the people who are sending us really nice messages because we see it and we love you.
We need those reaffirming words.
Yeah, we love
you
guys
reassurance.
to share the
We are
podcast
bitches.
and stuff because we want to get the word out there.
Yes.
If you love it, leave a 5-star review. If you hate it, don't leave anything. Just stop listening.
Just move along.
Don't break
Just
our
move along.
hearts.
Don't break our hearts.
Suggest it to somebody you think might like it. Maybe it's not for you, but maybe it's for your sister. Maybe it's for your brother. Maybe it's for your best friend.
Maybe
You
it's
never
for your
know.
grandma. Who knows?
Maybe.
Could be for your
Granny's
grandma. Getting
grandma
down.
eats pineapple.
Granny could
Yeah,
get down.
Granny does eat pineapple.
Granny
for
loves
sure.
pineapple, yeah.
Let's get into episode E. We got Exes, edibles, and extraterrestrial. Ooh, spooky. In all different senses, because obviously Exes, they're spooky.
Those are the
Spooky as fuck.
spookiest. Yeah.
Edibles, spooky. You never know where that's going to end up.
Yeah.
Yep. And extraterrestrial, aliens,
Those
guys.
are kind of
We're
the
talking
chillest
about-
out of the two.
Yeah, I'm not really
topics.
scared of the aliens.
No,
scared
I'm
of
most
Exes and
excited.
edibles.
I'm most excited to get to that point. I will say, extraterrestrial talk, alien talk,
could talk about it
is
forever, yeah.
forever. But we'll touch on a bunch of the alien stuff. I know that 1 million of you submitted voice notes for open mic, which is amazing. Also, 1 million people DM'd about aliens. We tried to like choose bits and pieces of what people have said, and hopefully we'll touch on everything that everybody wants to hear about.
Yeah, so let's get into exes, which is the first topic of today. There's so many different ways where we can go with this. I know, Kelly, you brought up before the show, you said, what's a song that maybe reminds you of an ex? Bree, you brought up, what kind of exes are we?
Yeah.
What I want to know is, what is the worst story that comes to you? I'm sorry. No, I don't want to go there.
No, say it. Now you got to. Say it.
Kelly, I honestly, as soon as I started saying that, I said, this is not going to make Kelly happy.
Say it anyway. Say it anyway.
I want
to know, only fair.
What's the worst story that comes to mind when you think of an ex-boyfriend, or ex-lover who just did something so fucking dirty that you still think about it to this day? Bree, why don't we start with you?
I say you start. Okay. I'll have to go through the Rolodex to pick one out. So you go ahead.
Okay, so
the files in the brain.
Yeah.
Well, like we were talking about before the show, I've broken up with all of my exes. So like,
must be nice.
My exes weren't.
That's a shit.
But my problem is like, I'm attracted to people that are fucking clingy. Like, I don't realize it at first, and then I hate it. So like, I'm stuck with the people, and it sounds like I'm a bitch, like they love you too much. But there is a point when someone's like controlling
it's fair.
loving.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
it is.
So that's what I'm always stuck with. So the stories that I think of, and this might sound like you guys are like, are you serious? But whenever I went out with my ex, not my previous ex, the one before, that type of person that has to be, it's like he's hooked onto my hip.
Yeah,
like we go out
to
parties and it's like, only wants to talk to me. I want to talk to other people, like attached to the hip. We'd go home like it like up on top of you, like just like
suffocating.
Just
you
too
can't
much.
breathe
Do you
all
think
the time.
Was when you whatever, like these kind of relationships, when you first get in them, do you feel like they're like that, or do you think it's like a gradual?
I think it's
like
a gradual
obsession, like a little bit of. I mean, and I feel like I feel comfortable saying obsession because I've been that person. I've been the clingy person, and you get to that point where you're like, oh my God, like it's not that your happiness depends on them, but you just are so
really
euphoric when you're with them that you're like, oh my God, like this, like of course they feel the same. Of course they want to be with me, and you are blind and you don't technically see that you're like suffocating
Sometimes
them to
it's
death.
just too much, like suffocating.
Do you feel like you're afraid to get heartbroken, and that's why you end up in the role that you have been?
I think maybe that could be a thing, but with all of the people I've broken up with, I was never like, they were, like I just said, like so fucking clingy. So that wasn't coming. Mm-hmm. But I think like ultimately I break up with people because I'm like, I can't deal with rejection.
Yeah.
Like from a boyfriend.
Which I get that too. I think that, I'm similar to you where I always was like the person who broke up or it was always on my terms, I should say. Even if I wasn't the person that broke up, I definitely had a hand in it, like, purposefully. Yes. And I was like, oh, you know what? Like, no, I didn't do the breaking up, but I wanted this relationship to end. Like that kind of situation until I got broken up with for real, like unexpectedly, not something I thought was going to happen to me. And I swear to God, like for a long time, it like ruined my life, like mentally. Like,
no, that's what I wouldn't be able to do.
And it just was, it was something that I never prepared myself for. And I think I like got cocky kind of. I got like a little cocky. I was like, you know what? No, like everybody's in love with me. Like I don't have to worry about it. Of course they love me. Of course they want to date me. Like of course my life is going well right now. I can say and do no wrong. Like this is the best thing. And then things fade or things change and you're like, wait, fuck, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. I am not prepared for this. What am I going to do? And then you have to like teach yourself to deal with it.
What you were like before too.
Right.
Like be with yourself
That's the fucking worst.
I think I'm quite literally the opposite of that. I've never broken up with anybody. And I think that is why I am so insecure. Because so many people have broken my heart that I am so terrified of Hank breaking my heart. No joke. Like I'm so terrified of it because I've never broken up with anybody. And honestly, I'm kind of pissed about it. Looking back, I'm like, I just didn't have the willpower. It's
not a good feeling to break up with
like
someone.
I didn't
realize.
No,
of course it's not a good feeling.
It sounds so cliche. 'Cause I'm like, I didn't realize my worth. But like for real, like
it's
these
true.
guys were so fucked up to me. And I was like, oh, please be with me. And it's embarrassing to look back on. I honestly, it's one of those things where I'm like, ooh, Like, I think about it, and I'm just like, oh, man. There's so many cringeworthy moments that I look back on where somebody embarrassed me so hard, and everybody knew that I was being embarrassed, and I still was like, take me back. And it
I wonder
it gives
why
me
you're
nightmares.
I mean, that's why I
in
feel
the
like,
moment.
Yeah, I wonder that too, because it's like literally me right now. Like that is my life at this exact moment. I'll be honest about it. I won't get into detail. I very much want to get back together with my ex-boyfriend, which I know is a mistake, and I know that it's absurd.
I'm shaking my head so
and like
hard.
everybody's shaking their head. It's just like I know that it's like a bad idea. I know that like he doesn't treat me well anymore. Like I know that it's probably a lost cause, but for some reason I think maybe because.
Do you think it's a comfort thing?
No, because it's extremely uncomfortable.
It's gotta be.
It's very uncomfortable, like all the time. It's more so like, I really don't know. I guess I think about how happy I was at that time, and I think about like the nice times we had more than the bad, which there like weren't any bad times, which is why. And I think back, even I'm like the times were not bad. Like what is wrong with the situation? Yeah. And so I am somebody who overanalyzes. So I have like thought about it for so long. Yeah. And then now, he'll like come in and out of my life a little bit. Not in to be honest, he doesn't really do anything. Like it's very much on me to like allow this to happen. And I can't always like place blame elsewhere when it's my own shit. But something about it like drives me fucking crazy. And it's the only time I realized when in this discussion that I have been broken up with. And I wonder sometimes, like, is it because I was broken up with that I am so bent on this? Like, what is the
fact that you got broken up with?
No, I can't. And so like, I watch the situation go as it unfolds. He's like, dating some half and half, like dating like a few other girls and whatever, but still talking to me all the time and still hanging out with me all the time and still like having sex with me all the time. And it's like that kind of stuff. I can separate that almost always in any other situation, but with this specific person who I am so like hell-bent on trying to make something work in the future, in my life, it's harder for me to separate that like, oh, we're just hooking up and it's whatever. Like any of my other exes, I could probably go back to and be fine and be like, oh, whatever. Like I would lose interest in you just like I did the first time, like that kind of situation. This time it feels almost like it's got a hold on me in a way that's strange. And I don't know how to, I still to this day don't know what to do about it. Like I stress about it every day.
Bree and I had a psychology degree because we would try and help you out, but we have no fucking idea how to help you because we would if we could.
That is, I fucking know.
Every day I'm shaking Kelly.
It's a stressful situation.
Come the fuck on, Kelly. Let's get through this.
Everybody does. It's a whole thing, and it's just, and I think that's part of the romantic side of me as well, where
hopeless
romantic. That's me, but also so ruined by like movies and shows. And I always am referencing movies and shows in my real life, but I really feel like I've been molded by those things. Like I think that those have been.
That's really called something. I don't know what it's called, but it's something.
Right. It's definitely like mimicking. Like I don't know what it is, but I always think to myself,
There's a word for it.
No, like in the movies and in the shows, they don't give up on something that they feel so strongly about, and I feel so strongly about this, and so I don't want to give up the situation. However, why do I feel so strongly about it is the situation. So it's like, what's the deal? But do you guys have stories about your exes, any exes, not like a one you hung up on or whatever, that you were so fucking upset about at the time or felt so differently at the time, and now you look back and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I have one as an example if you'd like.
I have so many. Well, here's the thing. I feel like I had one other like real ex-boyfriend that was like actually my boyfriend for on and off for a few years. And then I had like ex hookup. So I'll just include the ex hookups in this because I have some good stories with that.
Hookups I think should be included with this. Yeah, for sure.
One quick tidbit I want to add. If you are a follower of Barstool and you know Glennie Balls, one of the times my ex-boyfriend broke up with me was at Glennie Balls' house. Which is like just unreal. And like there was actually a time where Glennie Balls and I were involved in a little scandal situation.
I thought you were going to say involved romantically.
Yeah, me and Glennie Balls were involved romantically. A little situation where Glennie had really liked this girl and I was with my boyfriend. And she had said to Glenn, like, I already fucked one of your best friends.
Oh, I know the story.
And Glenn was like, what? Who? And we had heard about it. And so I was telling my boyfriend at the time, like, oh my God, can you believe so-and-so said to Glennie that she fucked one of his best friends? Like, who do you think it is? And he was like, oh my God, I have no idea. Like, who was it? And it was him. Like, and honestly,
it's awful.
Was it while you were dating?
I don't think he had sex with her while we were dating, or honestly, the lines were probably very blurred.
I was going to say,
because there was always
like
a time where he left me in a gray area a bunch of times. There were times where we were dating, and then other times where he would be like, if you hook up with another person, I'll never look at you in the eyes ever again. But then he would hook up with other people. So it was kind of crazy situation. But Glenn and I were obviously friends before that, but like that is something we still bond over to this day. We were just talking about it the other day. We were like, that shit was crazy.
That is crazy.
One more.
It's awful. It's like mean. You think back and you're like, wow, that was fucking mean. Like, how do people do that to other people?
There were so many mean things that happened in this relationship, which is why I don't even want to talk about it, because it's actually one of those things that I've been thinking about, how stuff really, when you're younger, really molds your mind when you grow up. So like the things that happened in that really silly relationship that was a couple of years, it affected me so much in life, because I thought that every guy like did that thing, or like every guy was going to be like, oh nope, I don't.
Wait, I have a question. I'm going to cheat on about kind of that. What, both of you, did you date young in high school, like freshman year, like real relationships? Or when did you start?
They were real. They felt
year,
real.
Sophomore, junior year.
I always had boyfriends. Like, starting in like the sixth grade. Like sixth grade, it was like I had a boyfriend. And it was like boyfriends.
And I would ask my dad. I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, can I date this person?" In like sixth grade.
That's nice. Mine was always like, I have a new boyfriend. Like, don't ask about it. And then maybe broken up a week later.
On AIM, they would ask you out, and then I'd run up. I'd be like, BRB, I need to go ask my parents.
That's
I would run and ask my parents.
So wholesome, so cute. Also like a little controlling.
Yeah, it was. That's all the other situation.
Because I feel like if you date young in high school, you always end up with that type of.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it fucks you up.
It sounds so stupid to be like, oh, my boyfriend in high school fucked me up, but when it was a years-long relationship and it lasted until college, and I'm only 23 years old, like. That
fucks you up.
Absolutely.
Now, because there were so many fucked up stories, I don't want to tell a story about any of those. There is one, like you said, you asked, is there one thing that at the time you were so upset about, and now you look back and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
You guys, as you know, we did a Wolf of Wall Street table read.
Oh God, this is
bad.
We did a Wolf of Wall Street table read, and I had told the ladies that Wolf of Wall Street brought back some bad memories for me.
Well, because I was like, Rhea, you should watch the scene before. She goes, oh, I've seen this movie.
I've like, trust me, I have seen it. Yeah, like, damn, Rhea, what you been through?
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
Obviously, I had to tell the story.
Of course.
So I was like hooking up with this kid, and it sounds like I was just gonna say
I was like,
I was fucking this child.
I love how you talk about somebody that you've like passed hooked up with or dated depends on like how you view them now.
Yeah,
so like I was like I hooked up with this fucking kid, like this kid,
literally kid.
Yeah.
I must have been 19. Yeah.
Young.
And we were hooking up, and I was visiting him at school, and my friend at the time was dating somebody who went to the same school, and they were also friends. So we were like, oh, let's make a trip out of this. Let's all go down. You'll see your boyfriend. I'll see the guy I'm hooking up with. Sounds dandy. We get there, and I felt like the vibes were off, but I didn't want them to be. You know, I knew in my head, I was like, I pretended it was good.
Yeah.
Normal, whatever. The night goes on.
Tries to convince self vibes are good.
Yeah. Activating vibes good. I was like, vibes are good. This is fine. We go back. We have sex. He finishes, by the way. Like, if he didn't finish, the rest of the story would make more sense to me.
Yeah.
But he came. So I was confused at what happened after this.
Yeah. Right.
He comes, finishes, all good. He's like, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay, cool.
Cool.
His roommate, who I also knew,
is
like, oh, what do you want to watch? I'll put something on for you.
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street was on Netflix at the time. I was like, oh, I like Wolf of Wall Street, but I'm Wolf of Wall Street.
Sure. Pop it on.
Like, I don't know, 12, 1 a.m. at this time. Yeah, pop on Wolf of Wall Street. I'm waiting for the kid to come back. Time's passing, an hour goes by.
This is fucked
up. He's not coming back. Another hour passes by. I'm texting him, by the way. I'm like, hey, where are you?
You're like, where the fuck did you go? Back.
I'm asking his roommate. I'm like, where did he go? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
You're like in his bed, right?
I'm in his bed. I'm freaking out now because I'm literally, I'm drunk. And I'm in his bed, and this is so uncomfortable because I'm watching Wolf of Wall Street for the 6th time because the roommate fell asleep and Wolf of Wall Street was just on loop.
Which, by the way, that's like a 2-hour movie, so you were watching Wolf of Wall Street for like 8 fucking hours.
I watched Wolf of Wall Street at least 3 times that night. I swear to God. So
it's insane.
so by the morning comes, he's still not back. Like he just never comes back. The morning's here. I'm texting him, he doesn't answer me. All his friends that were also visiting at the time, his like hometown friends were also there. They come to the room. They're like, "Where is he?" I'm like, "I don't know. I wish you guys would tell me because I know you guys must know." They're like, "No, we really don't." His roommate's like, "No, we really don't." My friend that I said I went with, she looks out the window and she sees him hugging a girl just in the middle of the campus. They're on a bench, they hug, they go their separate ways. And she makes a joke. She goes, "Oh, imagine he was fucking that girl all night and that's where he was." And we're like dying laughing. I'm like, haha, imagine. Silly me, why wouldn't I imagine that? You know what I mean?
Like literally probably what he was doing.
Why wouldn't I think
Where
that?
else was he for the past 6 fucking hours?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, whatever. So I'm like, I gotta go take a shower. I gotta go get lunch. So I leave with my friend and her boyfriend to go get lunch. And I go back to his room instead with them. And then the guy I was seeing, I'm texting him still. I'm like, what happened? Whatever. He's like, oh, come to my room. I go to his room. And the girl is laying on the bed with him.
What?
And I walk in and I'm like, I have nothing to say. His roommate's also there. I sit on the roommate's bed, once again being so naive, thinking that that girl was there for his roommate and for some reason was sitting on the bed with my guy. So then I sat on the roommate's bed and I sat there for a little while, like while nobody talked to me, while she like had her head on his lap. And I'm texting all my friends, like, can you guys figure out, like, I'm gonna send you a picture of this girl. Like, can you guys figure out who this is? Like, whatever. Finally, I leave. I slam the door. I don't even say anything. I slam the door. I go back to my friend and her boyfriend. And I'm like, can you just fucking tell me what's going on? And he told me who the girl was. He told me that he fucked her last night. He told me the whole thing.
Holy shit.
And it was absolutely terrible. And to this day, obviously I was really upset at the time, and now I look back and I'm like, damn, that guy played me. Like, I could definitely joke about it because who gives a fuck now? I would never want to be with that person.
But what an asshole.
But what an asshole. And also, that's why I speculate everything now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
of course.
I had no idea. It went right over my head.
How can you trust anybody? No fucking trust. I've been saying this forever. How the fuck do you trust anybody?
Like I said, now you understand why I was so shocked that he came and then went and had sex again. Like, at least I was
you
first.
Didn't even get. Well, first of all, you didn't even get like his reload.
You
didn't even get like the.
He could have just stayed and fucked you again. Like, why?
I know. Like, you really. I don't know. Like, this girl. Like, he wanted that bad. Like, I don't know.
This is a situation. I have an actual story of like
I'm getting reheard about.
I know. I feel
nobody that I know listens to this.
I'm embarrassing. Fuck that guy.
I don't care. Okay, I don't care that it happened.
Legit, fuck that guy. Wait,
but it was definitely. I definitely laugh now.
Your story brought up another story about. I swear to God, I'll be fast. I can't say names, but I was hooking up with this guy in college, like a little bit, and we hooked up one day, like in the morning time, and it was like a boys' bid day or something, like one of those situations where we were all day drinking. So we hooked up at like 11 a.m. or something, and it was awesome. I was like, this is amazing. College is great. Love getting dicked down at 11 a.m. by like this guy I'm sort of seeing. Not really. I found out later that day that he had sex with 2 other girls in 2 different sororities. So he was trying to have sex with 3 girls in 3 sororities in one day, and he did it. But I was the first, so I'm like less mad, but I'm still pretty fucking mad. Like, I haven't forgotten, but I was less mad that I was first.
His tongue was like on my asshole and then in your mouth.
Right. Like, so that's that shit.
Let's talk about that.
I was like no, it's just gross. But
holy shit, fucks 3 people.
No, it's fucking crazy. But
guys are gross.
They're slimy. They're disgusting.
I have a funny story that came to mind when I was like, stories that make you laugh now that made you like feel differently at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was dating this guy. I've actually referenced him before, and I hate that he's just so easy for me to talk shit about him, and I feel bad that I'm always bringing him up, but he's just like one of my boyfriends that sucked. And I would go to his house all the time. We were pretty serious. Like I like was really serious about it at the time. Like, I really loved him. Like, I thought it was legitimate. And then thinking back, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, not in a million years. But there was a time where I was going back and forth to his house a lot, and I was like, it's pretty annoying to like commute to work from your house, like not my apartment in Manhattan. Like, it was just a whole thing. And so I mentioned casually, like, can I leave some stuff here? Which for me, I am too worried all the time about like feeling like a burden. So asking that kind of question was like, I had to like work up the courage to ask. It was a big thing. I was like, can I like do whatever? Can I leave my stuff here? Like, what can I leave here? So I was so nervous for his reaction. And his reaction was like, oh yeah, Definitely. And I clarified. I was like, maybe just like a hair dryer, like just things that could like make it a little easier, but not stop me from like bringing a bag back and forth, but just like a little bit easier. So I was like a hair dryer, maybe like a toothbrush, like super simple things. And he immediately was like, you know what? Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I was like, wow, holy shit, we're taking a huge stride in the relationship. Like, I can't believe he said yes. I'm suddenly feeling so loved. It had been like 2 years, I'm not joking. And so I was like, oh my God, this is great. Then he comes in and he's like, hey, anything that you want to bring, you could just like keep it in this box. And hands me an Amazon box, like a used Amazon box that had previously shipped him toothpaste. So it's like one of those like very small square boxes. And he was like, and he like tucked in the sides. And he was like, anything you want to like keep in my room, you could just keep in this box. And I'll like slide it under my thing and it'll be like a drawer. And I'm like, at the time, I'm looking at this box. And I first was like, what the actual fuck? And then I was like, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So I was like, thank you so much. This is so amazing. Yeah. I made the biggest deal out of that fucking box. It was like a 5x3 fucking box. I could barely fit my hairdryer in it. I definitely couldn't fit a toothbrush and a hairdryer. Like, it was ridiculous. And I laugh about it all the time now because at that time, I thought it was like the sweetest thing, the height of luxury. We're going so far in this relationship. And I look back, I'm like, what a dickhead.
Yeah,
like, are you that non-committal that you couldn't even let me keep a fucking hairdryer on your like desk? Like, nothing? Psychopath.
Because he was cheating on you and didn't want
He was cheating on me.
Yeah.
He was cheating on me.
Yeah, there you
go.
He was.
I found out later he was cheating on me. He was cheating on me with like people that lived in his building. And he thinks like, to this day, he thinks I don't know. I fucking know, by the way. I know that you're cheating on me with like the girl with the dog. I know. So yeah, like that kind of shit. It's like, now I know in retrospect it's fucking ridiculous, and I'm laughing now because that relationship was absurd. But like, how do guys get away with that shit? Like, how do they get away with giving you the small, like they give you not even an inch, they give you a centimeter. And you are like, wow,
bare minimum.
I am, yes, and I'm like, wow, I am just
the bar is in hell.
I am the most loved.
The bar is fucking
I am the
in
most
hell.
loved. I am so worshipped. Like, that's how I felt at the time. I was like, I can't believe my man wants to give me
a box,
a box to keep my stuff. And now I'm like, what the actual fuck? And then I was treated well after that, and I was like, wow, this is a whole new world.
We need higher standards.
Yes,
everybody needs higher standards around here. And if you're listening, you need higher standards.
We need higher standards.
Bar needs to be moved out of hell at least.
Yeah, it needs to a little bit.
Speaking of higher standards, edibles.
We gotta
might as well just transition
right into it. We gotta transition into it. But wait, before we transition to it, do you have a weird ex-boyfriend story, like a shitty ex-boyfriend story?
I don't know.
She broke up with all of them.
True.
Nothing bad happened.
But like a weird would be like, he would like, I had to block him on everything. Like, even I had to like block emails and figure out how to block emails.
Damn.
So it got to the point where there was letters written to my house.
Oh wow,
that's dedication.
That's kind of romantic.
Kelly,
see, that's me. I'm like,
Kelly's like,
really?
Kelly would like that, and I was like, I am going to
You should send over some of the guys you dated to Kelly.
Actually,
honestly,
yeah, they're like so loving. Yeah,
I need like a simp at this point. I think I
absolutely
think at this moment in my life, I need somebody to like hype me
up,
up,
available,
feel good,
and you can be a simp.
If you're a simp for Kelly Keeks,
if you're tall,
do it.
Call in on the voicemail.
Call the voicemail line. Wait, I'll tell you about it later. In real life, somebody did call me and was calling me like a sunflower and stuff. I'll play it for you later. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I didn't put it in the thing, but I have it. I'll play it later. For you
are
guys.
a sunflower.
Thank you.
I couldn't. Too much pineapple.
It's fine. Too much. The sentiment stands.
Too much
pineapple. Like you said. Speaking of pineapple,
let's of pineapple,
move into edibles.
Yes.
Edibles.
Yeah.
Edibles.
Oh man,
like whenever edibles are brought up, everyone has I was supposed to take half, but took the whole thing story.
Yeah. Can I tell you, that is every single voicemail we got this week.
Everyone has that
We got
story.
a lot of voicemails this week. I'm so thankful for it. Like, I would say 75% of the voicemails are just stories about how you ate too many, you like waited too long, took an edible, and then like got fucked up.
This PSA should be, let's stop fucking up the dosage for edibles.
Yes.
Let's stop having
what
that.
it says.
Let's stop doing that, everybody, because we've all had that story. I have multiple stories. One time, I had a brownie that looked like it was made by Bobby Flay. It had s'mores on top, a chocolate brownie. Ate the whole thing. Was that appropriate? No, I couldn't walk. I couldn't use my legs.
No,
I thought I was
edibles fuck you
paralyzed.
up.
I told this story on Chicks in the Office, so if you listen to that, then you know. On this past Thanksgiving, I ruined Thanksgiving. I straight up ruined my family Thanksgiving.
I remember
because my sister gave me an edible, and
which we know your sister's edibles are laced after.
the last time I'm pretty sure they're laced.
Yeah.
And she never told me the dosage, but I just assumed it must have been like 25. It was not 25. It was way more than that. Took the edible, started freaking the fuck out, doing laps around my neighborhood. My heart was pounding. My aunt, who was a doctor, was there, felt my heartbeat. She was like, you're almost having a heart attack. This is really bad. Put me in the shower, had to switch from hot to cold. My dad had to tell my family, like,
the hot to cold shower is something I know well.
Just me in the shower, hot to cold, hot to cold. My aunt tells everybody, no, my dad's like, I'm sorry for the bad trip, everyone. I'm sorry my daughter freaked you all out. Like, they thought I was having a legit overdose because,
first ever overdose on weed.
On weed, right. No, it was such a terrible experience that I said I would never eat an edible again after that, and I have. I definitely have.
Of course you have.
We always go back. Everyone always goes back.
Everyone always goes back. Exes, edibles, everyone always goes back.
Everyone always goes back.
And for as many bad edible stories there are, though, I've had some great times on edibles. I want that to be out there.
Oh, absolutely.
I love edibles. I love hate relationship.
Yeah.
Without question. I have a fact about edibles for you guys that we can dissect as far as how they feel inside your body and why people freak the fuck out on edibles versus just smoking weed.
I'm interested in this.
So this is an article from The Atlantic. It's called The Real Difference Between Smoking and Eating Marijuana. And they've interviewed a bunch of like random people, not random scientists, I should say. They're not random people, random scientists.
Just random people off the street.
Excerpt,
me and you.
Yeah, just us. I thought this was most interesting.
Fuck you up different.
Yeah,
this one says, according to Nick Jacobs, the principal research scientist at the cannabis website Leafly, which is actually great. If people are wondering about like weed for real and they want like actual facts, Leafly is a really good resource for that. You should look that up. The discrepancy comes down to the type of THC, the primary psychoactive compound in marijuana. When you smoke a joint, what goes into your bloodstream is called delta-9 THC. When you eat cannabis, meanwhile, the drug that gets processed to your liver is a different compound, 11-hydroxy THC. The two forms are very similar to each other, but the small difference between them can mean that they affect the brain in dramatically disparate ways. The 11-hydroxy THC affects you more intensely once it crosses the blood-brain barrier, Jacobs says, which I think is interesting. And of course, like we read a million stories over and over again about how edibles are different and how people usually fuck up the dose because they take an edible, they feel nothing over like an hour and a half, they take more, they start to feel it, but then they forget that like now in an hour and a half, the edible that you took the second time is going to catch up to you. I don't know why people don't just like wait out their edibles. Like wait 3 fucking hours.
You gotta wait 3 hours.
At least like if you don't feel anything after an hour and a half and you're worried about it, wait 3. Like, keep fucking waiting because it's coming and it's coming like a steamroller.
It's coming hard.
And it's going to hit you hard and it's going to be the worst experience of your life.
It's always going to do that. What are your favorite kinds of edibles, both of you? Like if you were to like do you like brownies, gummies?
I like Sour Patch watermelon.
I like gummies.
Yeah.
And I like the sour strips. Any type of sour candy that's made into an edible, I enjoy.
I love those too. And I also love, I like a cookie though. I like a chocolate chip cookie you can take bites of. That's delicious. I'm like a sweet and savory bitch.
When
I love it.
When my grandma was alive, because we know she died in the last episode.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
She's the shit.
Grammy. When she had cancer, she got weed. She got edible cookies from somebody at the hospital. And her and my nano, they would, eat their spaghetti probably and then have their coffee. And they were like, let's have a little dessert. And they ate the whole cookie. And my grandma went back to the hospital because she had such a panic attack about the weed. But my nano loves it. Like
I love that.
He was like, I was having a good time, and she had to go back. So
damn, that sucks. Yeah, they hit.
I've been there though,
different.
Grammy.
Yeah, we've been there. Do you guys feel like when you smoke weed, like if you freak out a little bit, okay, in a half an hour, I'm going to be okay.
An end.
It's going to come to an end.
When that's exactly how I feel.
Of edibles.
When edibles,
it keeps going.
It can go the next day.
It
many of the times,
sometimes
or most of the times,
you wake up and you're like, I'm still fucked up.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not sober. I'm not high. I'm not drunk, but I'm not sober.
Yeah.
I don't
How
know.
have I been high for 24
hours?
hours?
It's like the in between.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That gray area.
I feel that same exact way, and that is oftentimes I will only take edibles when I'm at home by myself, or if I'm at home with like somebody. Like I don't love to take an edible when I'm chilling. Yeah, like I would much rather smoke, because again, I know that in like 20, 30, 40 minutes it will at least go away a little bit, enough for me to have a conversation. You know, like I can't. But with edibles,
sometimes I can't even have a conversation when I have edibles.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I can't even speak.
I would argue that I like having edibles more when I'm with people, because when I'm alone, I think about it too much and I get too paranoid. One time over the summer, I had an edible, and I started going. My brain started thinking in increments. So it was like for 10 minutes, I was really
this is your hypochondriac brain.
Yeah, of course,
definitely.
10 minutes, I was really, really sad. Another 10 minutes, I was really, really happy. Another 10 minutes, I was really, really horny. And like it was like
that's horrifying.
My body was stopping and rebooting from the edible.
That's wild. Yeah. That's a weird thing.
And the edible convinces you it's really
right. And so I
sure.
like the greatest times I've had on edibles is at many of the concerts I've been to. Like Harry Styles, when he first released Fine Line and we went to that concert in LA, I had some edibles. One of the best nights of my life. Jonas Brothers' Secret Show, one of the best nights of my life. All on edibles.
You know what I actually think, going off of that, is when you take edibles and you kind of forget that you took an edible, that's when it's like kind of fine. Like if you don't think about it leading up to it, and all of a sudden you realize, you're like, oh,
you're just
like I'm having a great time, and like I'm
true.
a little high. That's when edibles hit the right way. Like if you take I love those mints with like 5 milligram mints. Those are great. And I'll have one of those and I'll kind of forget about it. And then later I'll be like, like what's going on here? Like now I feel great.
About it,
yeah. Those I think are the only times where I'll take edibles if I'm like out in public. But otherwise, no, I just like crush them on my couch. And then I'll watch a movie, and I'll be halfway through a movie and I'll be like, I am too fucked up to watch the rest of this movie. Like I should probably just take an apple.
I'm just like looking at a prop in the movie the whole time. Like I'm not even watching it.
Brie, when I first met you, you didn't smoke much weed, but you ate edibles. And then I would be like, oh, we're gonna smoke some weed. Like we're not gonna eat an edible right now, we're gonna smoke weed.
That was only because it was the weed that I would get in Ohio sucked so bad. It was like mids and it gave me headaches. But I had a friend that got like shipments of edibles from Colorado. So they would like fuck me up. But it was like one gummy was 100 milligrams. And I thought the whole box was 100 milligrams. So I was like doing 5 each. So I took a whole one. I can't explain to you. My hands were stuck. Like I was like a dinosaur. Like they were stuck. And it was like for 2 days. Like I was just like,
2 days?
What is, like I still, not like high, but like
2 days your hands were stuck?
No, hands weren't stuck for 2 days. But you know that episode of Euphoria where Rue like she can't get up to pee?
Yeah.
That was me. I was like,
damn,
I can't get up. And I was just stuck. And I would think hours ahead of time, but I would never get there. And I would just...
Edibles will fuck you up.
Yeah,
they'll
they
fuck
really
you
do.
up like acid will.
Yeah, honestly.
It could potentially, if you
imagine taking like 500 milligrams.
Yeah, if you take 500 milligram of an edible, you'll probably...
I would die.
Not trick yourself, but like your system will go into a schizophrenic shock.
Absolutely.
Like you might just become...
I was just talking about this I was talking to John Feidelberg outside, and I was explaining what we were talking about on our show today, and I talked about edibles, and he was telling a story about how he was passing out like banana bread or something that had been made with cannabis butter. And I was explaining how I have been on the hunt for cannabis butter for a long time, like for I would say like at least a year at this point. I'm trying to find it. They don't really have it in New York right now. Anytime I go out to California, we go to dispensaries obviously, and it's never there. So you have to go to like a specialty spot for it, I think. And I just haven't been able to.
Oh, it's that good? Everybody wants it?
Yeah, well, it's so hard to make. So I tried to make it myself. Or
cake.
I researched
steak with cannabis butter.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
I researched like how to make it myself. I haven't actually tried it myself, but you can you either have to like bake it at a certain temperature for like 6 hours, or you can like sous vide the weed and
Edibles
get
are a process.
It's so difficult. And then once you get like the oil and the extract from it, then you have to like let it harden and mix it with some butter. It's like a whole fucking thing. There's like a cheesecloth involved. It's very difficult.
That's
but
a lot.
I bought like a book to show me how, and I know how to do it. I just like need all the materials and also the time. And I also am worried about like it smelling like weed in my apartment for people freaking out or whatever.
It will
but
smell.
The sous vide thing they said though it helps a lot with that. But the point of me even talking about that is that if you make your own cannabis butter, it's harder to figure out
dosage
than it is to, than to buy it. But even if you buy it, like, you can't substitute, if you're trying to make edibles, say you're making brownies with cannabis butter, you can't substitute all of the butter for cannabis butter, because then it will like fuck up the brownies. It like tastes bad and it's just too much. You have to do like half. So you can do like half of the, say you're supposed to have a stick of butter in the thing. Half a stick can be cannabis, half a stick can be regular. But it's funny how like you have to be so precise about it, or else you could fuck shit up.
I made edible.
Did you make it?
I made brownies.
Oh yeah,
in
I
the
forgot
summer.
that you did that. Yeah.
And
did they work?
Some of them worked and some of them didn't.
Yeah,
like some of them worked too hard and some of them didn't work at all. So it was kind of like a toss up. It's like, oh, which one am I going to get?
I feel like it's so hard to make edibles.
It is, and my whole apartment did smell of weed, I will say, in my entire building. So, not my building, my floor.
Your floor, right. So if you, that's why I was looking up, I was like, the smell, my apartment's like in close quarters. I would have to do the sous vide thing.
If we went on like a trip to a cabin somewhere.
We could do it there.
Oh, wow, this fucking trip, man. We keep talking about it. We're doing it. Let's just book it and go.
To go to a cabin.
I will bring I will buy, you have to like buy so much shit for it, like a cheesecloth and
we'll
like
make
a super
vlog
fine.
out of it.
Yeah. But I'll get all the materials for it. I'll borrow a sous vide and we'll get it popping. I think.
Let's do it.
I think we need to do that. But also with that, at our cabin getaway, they'll be able to do in the future. Vogue.com, which surprised the shit out of me to see, wrote an article back in 2017, how to throw a cannabis-infused dinner party. Ooh. So that's obviously something we need to do.
We must.
It's a very long article.
We have to go to California and do it.
We have to obviously do that. Yeah. But it's a very long article. People can go search it. It's just called How to Throw a Cannabis-Infused Dinner Party. It's Vogue.com. But some of the points are like... it's like give careful thought to your guest list. Everyone loves a theme. Have a few talking points. That one made me laugh. I was like, you have to have talking points just so people don't get like too high and off topic. Know what's in your kitchen. Create a menu. Moderation is key. Pair with dishes the appropriate strain. Set the vibe with good ambiance. All pretty obvious things. Prepare yourself for questions. Is what surprised me. And it says millennials are very inquisitive. They want to know and understand the details. Where is it grown? What are healing properties? This
you know who wrote this article? Somebody who's 65
like an old
years
person.
old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This article seems like it was written by like a narc.
Any of the shit. Like this person's like,
but it is
get to the party, find out where they got it from, who the exact person is.
It makes me
laugh.
laugh.
Want their name, their address, their age, what kind of strain 100%. It is.
Listen to listen to the rest. Add an extra touch with fresh flowers. Love that, honestly, but also like an old person move. Have guests use a car service home. Like,
oh,
okay,
my
loser.
God. All right.
Oh, well, you can't drive when you're high. No, just kidding. We're joking. Always get home safely.
Yes.
But like, come on. And then like,
but like putting that in an article, like that's a no-brainer.
It's too much. But then it gives you a ton of recipes. So if you are interested in this like kind of losery article, just for people to look up, it's funny. So it is good. And I think that Cannabis-Infused Dinner Party, we're doing it.
We're doing it one day when we get to California. Yeah. One of the only times I was recognized in California was at a MedMen.
Of course.
Obviously. We were in MedMen.
Love that.
Noah was there, and this person was like, oh my God. And I was like, this is awesome. We're in a MedMen in California. Awesome, I didn't know people knew us on the West Coast.
That's awesome.
And it happens in a MedMen in California.
MedMen in California
we took a picture.
Is so much better than, that's awesome. So much better than MedMen here. I forget if I've mentioned this before on the pod. I don't know if I have. People are always DMing about it. I have a medical marijuana license myself, so I can go. I know, not to brag.
Beast mode.
Yep. But I'm able to go to the MedMen that's in Manhattan. There are a couple of places, but MedMen's like the most popular. It's on 5th Avenue for those who are looking up.
So you legally inhale pineapple?
I do all day long. I'm
legally inhaling.
I'm eating as much pineapple as I want legally. So I get to go there and whatever. But the MedMen in New York is so lame. Like you can't. It's only like it's like little vape pens. It's cartridges now are brand new. They just started selling flour, which like that's such like a weed thing to say, like flour, but like real weed, you know.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, but before it was so fucking lame. And whenever I go to MedMen in California, it's like the most fun spot. Yeah. You can buy cookies out the ass. Like you can buy all the cool shit. But you can't buy that
you can
in
buy
New York
all that
yet.
In Boston because it's like legal now.
Right now, New York is on its way.
Sick,
I think it'll be cool once it's like they fill their shit up. It'll be cool, but for now, it's pretty lame.
We should have a set goal that we will open up a dispensary one day.
I would love
called
that.
Because We Got
High. Imagine.
That'd be fucking.
I took a marijuana class. I'm like certified in marijuana.
And like we would have a room that you can go into and smoke weed.
Wow.
There would be like days where we're there for an hour to smoke with people.
Right. Meet and greets. Go at our spot.
At our dispensary.
Oh my god. On Thursdays when the pod drops, it'll be like an after pod discussion.
Do live parties of the show.
Wow. We got to start scouting locations.
Yeah, we must.
We gotta get on this soon.
It's not a bad idea.
Shit's about to get legal everywhere. Let's get on it, ladies.
Let's get on it. We're working on it.
Let's get on it.
Let's talk about aliens.
I think we should talk about aliens.
I think we should.
Because that conversation just felt a little out of this world. And I also don't think that, which is so, honestly, it's the corniest thing I've ever said just now. Why did I just say that?
So out of this world.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
It's ridiculous.
It's so out of this world.
Why did I say that? Why did I say it?
That's cold.
Please.
You should just say that
reel
was
me
so
back in.
beast mode. I like beast mode.
I like beast mode as well.
Beast mode out of this
I was trying too hard to hold them together.
Beast mode.
Whenever one of you guys say something cool, I'm just going to go beast.
Yeah, whenever you guys say something mean, I'm going to say cold.
Burr.
Yeah, that's cold.
Burr.
Yeah.
You got to say it like that. Burr. But let's talk about aliens. You're all right.
Yeah, let's talk about
aliens.
Let's
actually do it.
Extraterrestrial.
This is something I feel like people could talk about for fucking hours.
For a million years.
On edibles, you talk about aliens.
Infect me with your love and fill me with your poison. Love it. Do you want to hear definitions of extraterrestrial? I wrote them down.
Yeah.
I love the fact. I love yelling.
I
wrote
really
down
say want to be your victim. I'm ready for obstruction. Is that
yeah.
the words that were about to come out of my mouth?
Yeah. No, I think those are the lyrics.
That's some Kesha shit.
Yeah, want to be a victim, ready for obstruction. Yeah.
Katy Perry's on some Kesha shit.
You're an
Yeah,
alien.
wow.
Touch so foreign. I mean, I think that song is like her talking about fucking an alien, right? Like that's the whole. That's the whole point of the song.
Pretty sure she fucks an alien in the music video or something.
I think maybe she's saying it's somebody's.
Your supernatural, extraterrestrial.
Your sex is.
Oh
beast
wait,
mode.
I have a beast. Would you guys fuck if an alien were to come here?
Yeah.
And it was like literally an alien. Maybe
looked like an alien.
Yeah, it looked like E.T.
Yeah, maybe it was a hot alien, but like it was
tall.
The alien has swag.
So he's just tall, but he has like maybe he's got like a good like.
The alien is wearing a backwards hat, sweatpants.
Yeah, the alien is beast. The alien is beast. Would you fuck the beast alien for a good story?
Of course,
absolutely.
I would fuck the beast alien like just because I want to, not even for the story. I'd be like, yeah, I'm down to fuck this beast alien.
A foursome with the beast alien.
100%. How fun would that be?
That would
an alien
be
came
so
through.
fun.
Because I'm imagining like an alien being like not just tall, but like 8 feet tall, like a big ass alien that could like that could come through and be like, ladies,
get in line.
You just have to do what the beast says.
I'd be like, alien, no, stop your arms. Your wingspan is so long, like you can wrap your arms around all three of us at once.
Or he has so many extra legs that he has one leg in all of us at the same time, and he probably
has 3 dicks.
He could fuck us all at once. Imagine if they have three. If he has three
dicks that you just throw.
No, imagine. This is the thing.
This is him with you.
I'll set the scene.
And this is me right here.
Yes. That's good. I'm gonna set the scene. It's him. It's the alien coming in, and he's like, ladies, and he's got swag. We already know this, and we're all down.
Beast.
We're like, oh, whatever. Like, what's going on?
We're on our
beast
knees.
Alien.
Yeah.
We're on our knees. We're ready. And he goes up to like Rhea first, and he's like, oh, what's up? Like, hey, girl. And I don't know why you first. Just
me and
cause.
Kelly are like, oh,
and we're sitting. Yeah, we're sitting there being like, what the fuck? Yeah, and then he looks at the both of us.
Give him a good alien
I will. Yeah. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh, and then we'll all be like, oh, like Mr. Alien, like whatever. Like we're all super down to fuck. Like,
where are you from?
Rhea.
Beast.
Beast the alien.
Hey girls, I'm Beast.
It's like, yeah.
Really
and we're all just like, oh, Mr. Alien or Beast. We're like,
like I feel like that's how you would talk. Isn't that how an alien would talk?
Yeah. No, I made him sound like a fuckboy. What's up, ladies? Like that's. I'd rather him sound like that. In my mind, he sounds like that.
Would you fuck him if he sounded?
No, yeah.
Or
wait,
the sound
I didn't even get to the. I didn't get to the good part.
You're disturbing.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I didn't get to the good part.
Go,
So he comes
Okay.
in. We're all, like you said, we're on our knees, which is a little ridiculous, but it's. I'm gonna let it slide. Walks with Rhea first. We're all not sure why. Me and Bree start getting a little jealous. Well, because you come out like, why you versus us?
you?
Like, why not me? Why not Bree? So we're all like, so me and Bree are like, what the fuck? Like, why is he like, unleashing his dick to Rhea right at this moment? And then he looks at both of us and he's like, ladies, don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden, out of like the sides of his hips, maybe pop like 2 other dicks.
Yeah.
So it's all 3 of us, and then maybe all 3 of us are sucking a dick at the same time. So it's like center and sides, almost like a joint that has like from Pineapple Express. We can smoke on the sides and the front, but it's dicks.
He's a 3-dick alien.
The alien.
Yeah,
He's
and then
he's a 3-dick
He's
alien.
a 3-dick beast.
When
Yeah,
he comes,
he's a 3-dick
he
beast
sounds
alien.
like.
Yeah.
That's when he sounds.
Right.
And then
what
the
color?
dicks just go back.
What color come you think? Gotta be green, right?
Green.
Gotta be
yeah.
green. Okay.
But like
dick has to be purple
green.
or something.
Has to be purple.
Purple dick, mint green
Mint
cum.
green.
Yeah.
Mint green.
And his tongue is wild. His tongue looks like
like
kiss.
Like kiss,
Yeah.
but a
like
snake.
the weird snake kind
Yeah.
of kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he
Like
like
Gene
he
Simmons'
tickles our
tongue.
ears as we're
With his tongue, yeah.
I don't know why I'm envisioning that.
And he
I hate it.
actually doesn't.
I hate it, but I also love it. I'm like, what's up?
And I actually don't think it'd be weird at all
No,
between
wouldn't.
three of us after, because I think it would be such a good story.
Great
and we'd have
story.
such
Of course it would be a good story.
A good time. It would be
course
like,
it would be.
yeah, we all had sex with each other while we were fucking the 3-dick beast.
That's what I'm saying.
Dick
No, there
beast.
is no scenario where you opt out of that. Like there is no
No.
scenario. You must do it
must
at least
fuck
for the story.
the
but
alien.
let me read to you guys the definitions of extraterrestrial first.
Okay.
As an adjective, it is of or from outside the Earth or its atmosphere. Okay. As a noun, a hypothetical or fictional being from outer space, especially an intelligent one. Now, if I'm an alien and I'm seeing that on Google, I'm fucking what's the word? I'm insulted. I'm insulted as hell.
What's the word? Insult.
Yeah, I'm insulted. I don't know. I'm
What's
brain dead.
the word?
I'm insulted as hell to be called hypothetical, fictional, and like allegedly intelligent. Like I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Can I
So
just
what the fuck is that about?
make a note that I now have a crush on the
No, I have a crush on the alien. Yeah.
I'm still
Can we all
thinking
admit
about
that we
it.
have a
Let's just take a moment to like recollect ourselves, because I've been thinking about wanting to fuck the 3-dick alien for the last 20 seconds.
I hopped away pretty quick from the alien.
You jumped right over.
solely because I didn't want to develop a crush, just like you. And I have. I have developed a
vagina
crush
is like
on the
tingling
fake
about
alien.
The 3-dick alien.
No, we can't talk about it anymore because I'm going to be dreaming about him for the rest of my life, and he's fake.
I'm literally horrible.
I can't have any more fake boyfriends. I can't have any more fake boyfriends.
To explode.
I am at my
I
max.
get home.
No.
I'm gonna masturbate while
No.
thinking about the 3-dick
No,
alien.
don't you dare.
Come on.
Don't you dare.
Come on.
Don't you dare.
I'm just kidding.
Better than
Although
that.
the image with like the purple dick and the,
Yeah,
and the like,
I get
mint
home
green
and I'm like,
cum.
I'm like, Hank, let's have sex immediately.
me out.
He's like, why? And I'm just picturing
You make Hank,
the
you're like,
3-dick
Hank,
alien.
talk to me like an alien. He's like, what? You're like,
I'm
just
like,
talk to me like this.
Fuck me like one of those 3-dick aliens.
Oh, it's sick. It's sick.
So fucked up.
Because you're so fucking right. We were talking about that, and I was like, like, what's this alien's number? Like, when's he showing up? When's he coming through?
Seriously,
God.
I feel like he can hear us.
I feel like this is going to
Should
happen.
we summon
now.
him?
It's sick. It's
Should
sick.
we summon him?
No,
We
no,
gotta
ladies.
Make a video.
We can't talk
of
about it
somebody
anymore.
dressed
Yeah.
up as the 3-dick
We
alien.
can't talk about it anymore. I have more questions. We must talk about this in a real way. I know we all want to fuck the aliens. We can't.
No, we
can't
can't.
fuck them. However,
But if he's wearing a snapback,
yeah, if he's wearing,
If he's a beast, I'm
he's wearing a
fucking.
snapback
Yeah.
and gray sweatpants, no promises.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just the facts.
Imagine his 3 dicks in the gray sweatpants. All right, that's
It'd be the biggest
Unreal.
bulge of all time. Imagine his 3 dicks in like boxer briefs.
the way
be
you
hanging
said
out.
B
Yeah.
R. She goes
Briefs. And
Sorry.
his boxer briefs.
I don't know why I said it like that. It just came out of my mouth that way.
Put my head on the TV.
Sorry.
The aliens boxer briefs.
I was being formal. I'm trying to slip back into formality.
It would be so good
It's
right
hard.
now if somebody knew what we were talking about and
I
came
know.
in here dressed like an alien.
No, I know, right?
be
Wouldn't
so
that be so
good.
good?
Awesome.
It would-
We'd have to
I'd
go
pee my
straight to the
pants.
knees. We'd have
Yeah.
to bow down.
Take
think
us,
I'd-
and then the YouTube shuts off.
Yeah.
I think I'd pee my pants, honestly.
But for real, on a real note, with what you were just saying, how like Google says or whatever the definition is, like maybe they're there or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
There's some facts that, let me find it. I was like reading a bunch of shit about NASA, but just 30 years ago, we had discovered a. Wait, what? Fuck, I'm an idiot. Too much pineapple. Now we know. Okay, so we had not discovered 30 years ago, we didn't discover one planet outside of our solar system. Now we know that there's more than 3,000 of them. And for every star, there's a planet in its rotation. So do you know how many
Damn.
fucking planets there are? And do you know how many
Wait.
fucking other forms of life there has to be?
So many.
So there isn't
Endless.
just 8 planets?
No, there's like, there's so many
You
like
mean the
galaxies.
Song, you mean the song that Steve from Blue's Clues taught me is no longer valid?
You know what was bullshit when Pluto got taken away as a
I was just
planet?
going to say.
Yo, it was bullshit.
Because
how about
that's-
fucking Pluto?
we
Poor
all
Pluto.
fucked up.
Because-
That's fucked up.
In school, you learn how many planets there are, and all of a sudden
Pluto
they
is
take one
always
away,
there.
and now I'm confused if there's 8 or 9.
Do you
Yeah.
guys know what
And
I'm talking about
apparently
when I
there's
say
3,000.
the Blue's Clues planet song?
No,
Well,
I did
the
watch
sun's
Blue's
a
Clues.
hot
I
star.
don't
Blue's
remember.
Clues.
Mercury's hot too. Venus is the brightest planet, Earth's home to me and you. Mars is the red one, and Jupiter's most wide. Saturn's got those icy rings, and Uranus spins on its side. Neptune's really windy, and Pluto's very small. Ooh. Well, we wanted to know the planets, and now we've named them all. That's Steve from Blue's Clues.
I wish I
don't
knew
know
that.
why.
Same.
I was too old for that.
If we
I was too old for that. I think my brother was watching it, and it was right at a time where I was memorizing a lot of shit, and I just memorized shit out of that.
Well, on the topic, I think that it's not really logistically possible for there to not be any other forms of life somewhere
of
out
course.
there.
Of course it's impossible.
We're pretty fucking conceited if we think we're the only people
we think
running
we're
around.
the only living organism.
What did you guys?
That's just not possible.
What are the first time that you guys think in your life that you like thought about aliens? Like what's like the, maybe you saw a movie or you heard about it.
Have you guys seen? I need to find this movie that like scarred me for life.
I wonder if
Close
it's
Encounters of the Third Kind.
No, I have a movie
that made me think of it. But it's like crazy the way the aliens look.
Is it Mars Attacks?
Yes.
Oh my God, Brittany,
yes.
I have it written down. I didn't think you guys would know Mars Attacks.
I watched that on because my dad had
so
a
many
VHS
times.
of it. I watched it over and over and over, and all I thought about.
I can't believe you just said that because
where.
Mars Attacks came out. Yes, Mars Attacks came out in the year 1996. No, it's on Hulu right now, by the way. I almost watched it today.
Oh, fuck.
I almost watched it today because I found out it was on Hulu.
Scared the shit out of me.
It's horrifying. It came out in 1996, okay? My dad, I remember specifically my dad being like, we got to watch this movie. It's supposed to be like a comedy parody of an alien movie, but as a child, it's actually horrifying. Their heads explode inside the thing. It's very graphic for like a 6-year-old, which is what I was at the time, 5 maybe. And I think of it all the time. And that was my first like experience with aliens. So I was fucking afraid of aliens for a long time. And then I also watched like the movie Alien with Sigourney Weaver or whatever. That was also terrifying. But Mars Attacks, and nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. So I cannot believe you know. It makes me
my
feel
dad
good.
made me watch it when I was like
now.
Rhea, stop being so jealous that we both saw a movie that you didn't see. It's on Hulu. Watch it tonight. But it's fucking crazy.
Me too. On Friday night.
Oh, we could watch it.
Oh yeah. We have to. We have
take
to
an edible and watch it.
No, we must. We must. Because actually, I haven't seen it probably since I was a child.
Me either.
It says listed on the thing. It's like comedy, sci-fi.
Yeah.
And I obviously at the time was not fucking laughing. I was like crying.
I was horrified. Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrifying. So it's so funny
check that out
you wrote
again,
that.
Then,
what would you think an alien looks like really? Because obviously we joke around about what an alien may look like, and
I have no idea.
You've seen movies E.T. or Mars Attacks. Why are they painted as these ugly, disgusting creatures? Now, aliens, if you're listening to me, I'm sorry. 3-dick alien, if you're listening, don't take offense to that.
Who came up with the vision of them?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Have you guys heard, speaking of that, of reptilian people, the like latest rumor?
No, that's not a latest rumor. They've been talking about Justin Bieber being a reptile for years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that about Justin Bieber.
Type in Justin Bieber reptile.
Wow. Well, the latest is that all the reptilian people are controlling the government, and Ted Cruz is a reptilian person. That's like the thing.
Maybe that's why
like
Justin Bieber wants to fight Tom Cruise.
That's a crazy fucking theory. What is a reptilian?
Oh,
human?
Justin Bieber's reptilian. Yeah, reptilian roots. Oh, it's reptilian roots conspiracy. It was a Rolling Stone situation, but it looks like it's been removed.
That has to be like
Justin Bieber's gotten it removed from
that's
the
like a meth head.
Oh, it's on here.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
You come up with that on meth. That's ridiculous.
It seems weird. It seems absurd, but it's like not that absurd. But yeah, so reptilian people, they could be walking around. Also, I want to bring this up real quick. The Israeli. Hold on, I don't want to butcher it. The former Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist. Trump knew about it, knows about it present day. Apparently there is an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. They've signed a contract with us to do experiments here. Basically like a fucking, like a work order. Like they're like, they have some sort of like labor agreement situation. Apparently Trump knows, and, that they were begging him not to reveal it because it would incite mass hysteria. People are saying that's the latest.
I have something like that written down too. Like the CIA, they formed a group to debunk all the sightings, but they believed them and like kept files on them, but said to the public they were fake, so no one freaked out.
100%. Yeah, well, that's like apparently the situation is like they're here, they exist, they're around. They could look like us, they could look like aliens, they could look like whatever, but we are not supposed to know because they think that we'll freak the fuck out if we know.
I think we will. That's the thing.
Do you think so?
Anytime there's
I think I'd just be psyched. I'd be like,
no,
cool.
I think there's anytime. Of course we say that, but I think anytime there's a sighting in the sky where it's like aliens, people go crazy. They're like, there's aliens in the sky, and everyone freaks out. Like, no shit, the aliens are not showing themselves to us because we're freaking out too much.
People assume abduction too.
Yeah, and people are scared of them. And I always think about the aliens' feelings. I'm like, they think everyone is scared of them. They probably maybe want to be friends. Like, I don't really think of aliens as evil people. I kind of think of them, maybe that's my mistake. Maybe I need to start being aware of aliens coming to take me. But I think that they actually probably want to be friends with us. And I think...
I want to be friends with
I get that vibe.
Do you think that they're going to start revealing themselves to us soon? Like, do you think
hope
we're going to start... seeing, because the robots they made like real people.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of thing. Like
Sophia, the AI robot who like haunts my dreams that I'm also fascinated by.
Yeah. She's terrifying, but
she's horrifying.
I don't want to say that because I feel like she's going to kill me in my sleep.
Definitely. She's great, but she's terrifying.
Yeah. It's like, are we going to start seeing aliens in a way that maybe if you meditate or if you get into that sort of space, like we've seen Demi Lovato post about it, right? We've seen, I feel like Bella Hadid recently posted something like that. Whereas if you enter that space, and maybe you could do it on drugs like DMT,
a thoughtful space,
or maybe
of
you
any
like
kind.
really settle yourself into it, you meditate yourself into that every day, you're working on it. Do you think that they'll start showing themselves to those people, and that's why they are always like, there's aliens? Because my sister is very into this, and she swears all the time that she like interacts with aliens and stuff. And so when Demi, I don't want to discredit her because I know that she's not doing drugs like that. Yeah. So like when Demi Lovato was talking about it and people were like calling her crazy and whatnot, and they were like, Demi Lovato's back on drugs or whatever. I was like, I don't think so. Like, I think that if you get in that headspace,
thinking aliens are real isn't that crazy.
It's not crazy because
it's like very realistic.
It's very realistic. And so I think there is something, like if you get into that sort of headspace, I don't know how you get there exactly, but like I said, my sister's very into it, talks to me about it all the time. You may interact with aliens already, and they're going to feel more comfortable with those people because they're opening themselves up to it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Also, there's a weird fact. I was talking with my friends earlier, and one of my friends, I don't know why she was doing this research, but like people say that if you're pregnant, it's like alien shit. Like it's like weird, and it's like, oh my God, do you have like an alien inside you? Like it's just it's because it's odd to like be growing a human inside you. Like that's just like a weird alien thing. But apparently, it happens all the time. Women's toilet seats turn blue when they're pregnant. Like if they have like the soft toilet seat, right? Mm-hmm. It can sometimes turn blue. If you look this up on Google, I'll show you guys photos in a second as soon as I finish explaining it. But apparently it has something to do with like the vitamins you're taking, and it could like seep out of your skin while you're pregnant, and it like messes with those soft toilet seats. It like changes the color because it's something about the vitamins that you take, like prenatal something, or even like when you are pregnant, it can like affect the chemical makeup of the seat, and they literally turn blue when you're pregnant. And that to me, like, sure, the vitamins, whatever, that sounds like fucking aliens to me. Like I don't know what you guys are saying. That sounds like fucking aliens to me.
It does kind of sound like fucking aliens.
Pregnant. It's just like a hodgepodge. Yeah. Women all over the internet are claiming that being pregnant has actually caused their toilet seats to turn the shade of blue, not because of the color seeping from their jeans, not because they accidentally sat in some ink, but because their skin is somehow turning the actual toilet seat a different color.
So are babies aliens?
And so,
is that what we're getting at?
Yeah, basically, yeah, is what we're getting. Babies are aliens. But look, it's like a light hue. Weird. But this is like the soft seat. This is a regular seat where it's not like that. But this is a soft one. This is a soft one.
That's weird.
It's fucking strange. And look, this too. Look at the blue. Isn't that crazy? Really it looks like if you were to sit on it with jeans, like with jeans you never washed. It's fucking nuts. I learned that this morning. Like literally my best friend was texting on a group text, and it's insane.
I've never heard of that before.
Like what do we do? Neither have I until today. What the fuck is that about? That sounds like alien shit to me.
That does sound like alien shit.
Sounds fucking weird.
Babies are aliens.
Babies are aliens.
Pretty fucking much.
Facts. Ladies, let's talk a little bit about our relaxation ritual. What do you guys do to get relaxed? Do you just kind of chill out, maybe take a bath?
Yes, I love.
Are we bath
love
ladies?
Bath.
I am obsessed with taking baths at night. I'm obsessed with bath bombs, relaxation techniques of all kinds. All right, everybody, welcome to the open mic segment where we read, or I guess just listen to your voicemails. And this week, I got to tell you guys, people are leaving the most amazing voicemails. One, there are so many of them, way more than I anticipated. I think that either of us anticipated either. And they're extremely long and extremely involved, and I appreciate that. However, I have to only pick a few. I picked so many this week. We definitely can't do this again. So if you have like a good story that you're wanting to tell or something, try to like keep it short and quick just so we can like get as many as we can on here as possible. I don't know if you guys understand the amount of people that submitted their own edible stories. Every single story is exactly the same. It's like ad libs. You just take out the people, the places, and like the catalyst. And every single story ends with, and I was bored, so I took more. And then I was way too fucking high and I couldn't even breathe.
And I almost called
whatever.
The cops on myself.
Yes, every single one. So we have a couple of those, but then after going through those, there were a few other really standout ones. So I hope you guys like them.
By the way, I really like the way you handle that mic.
Thank you.
How I do this.
Like this? Yeah. I don't know why. It's like comfortable.
Thinking about that 3-dick alien.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about that 3-dick alien. You know I'm always thinking about that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, actually, before we play one of these, it has something to do with that. It has to do with how I said yesterday that pregnant women might be aliens. It's actually that babies might be aliens. And
that's what I said.
Babies, aliens.
You were right about babies. So here is, I totally forgot this. My bestie, she gets preferential treatment because she's my bestie. She DM'd our official account, which made me, I have to read it now. But it's her argument as to why babies are aliens. The blue toilet seat thing, which we already talked about. Also that they just all look like aliens, all newborn babies. She's like, including all of your friends' babies who you say are so cute, you know that you're lying,
Newborns
and that they're not
so
cute.
Ugly.
I said, I agree. And then she goes, this is basically the same as number one, but have you ever seen one of those gross 3D ultrasounds? If that's not an alien, I don't know what is. Which, yes, have you guys seen those fucking things? Those things started popping up, I don't know. We were in college. That's why we like have an inside joke about it. But I had never seen that before, and they are so terrifying to see. The 3D ultrasounds.
They really
They're scary
are.
as fuck.
I've never seen
They're so scary.
3D one?
Yes. Oh, just wait. They are so horrifying, and I don't know like why they're even allowed because they make me afraid of babies. I'm like, wow, that's like the scariest thing I've ever seen.
And
so,
to add to your point about newborn babies,
look,
like having
you see this? This is an ultrasound.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, are you joking?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's
like, it's
wild.
just crazy scary. Because they're not like, they're not formed all the way yet. So it's like, what
horrifying.
the fuck? Ooh, it looks like Jeepers Creepers or something.
Having to lie to people and tell them that their baby is cute is the worst.
It's the worst.
Because some babies are really cute. I'll say not
some are
all
cute.
Are ugly.
Like
some are
like
really
Gerber
cute.
babies are really cute.
Some are straight up ugly, and it's really hard when you see everyone be like, "Oh, so cute," and in your head you're like, "That's an ugly baby."
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
It's like that episode of Seinfeld when they have to lie to they're like the doctor or whatever is like, "Wow, that baby's breathtaking," and he also said it to Elaine, and the baby's ugly, so Elaine's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" It is always something I think about when I see newborns, but let's stop shitting on people's newborn babies.
Yeah, that was just an aside that I had to push that one to the top because it was my bestie. So let's get into Noah. Play Staircases in the Forest. We'll stick with aliens.
Staircases. Wait, I think I've heard about this.
Hey guys. So one thing that I think you guys should really touch on is the whole staircases in the forest. People don't really talk about it much, but I mean, is it aliens or what? Like, what's going on in the forest? The only people that really talk about it are in the deep, dark crevices of Reddit on the subreddit No Sleep, so maybe y'all can touch on that.
Have you guys
I have no idea what
or
that
seen
means.
these staircases?
I never had until this girl called in.
I'm not really sure I want to, but tell me more.
I looked it up here, and they're isolated staircases are being found in national forests. Nobody knows why, and it's all these some are bricks, some are wooden. Some staircases look to be in ruins, others are perfectly stable. Regardless, all these staircases have one thing in common: they reach up into the canopy, extending seemingly to nowhere at all.
It's just
So
staircases
it's a staircase
in the forest.
to the in between.
Yeah, people like say if you go up it, like something bad happens, like nobody will climb them.
Damn, I would climb that so fast
Well,
just to see. I'm so nosy.
The thing though, people are like, "Wow, if you climb it, something bad will happen." But how do we know when no one's climbed it?
I know.
True.
You know, like, do we need to maybe make a video of us going into the forest?
I would like to go.
climbing?
I would like to go.
And then hopefully, I'm thinking about if we were to die, how Noah would be able to get the footage.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
how maybe he doesn't go up the staircase.
The last time, oh wait, my mic's not
1 second, Noah needs to get his
I was
mic
going
on.
to say the last time someone vlogged going to the forest, it did not turn out well.
Oh,
Facts.
yeah. Actually,
this
good
did
point.
Give me,
You're
this
right.
did give
You're
me
right.
Logan Paul
Logan
vibes
Paul
for a
vibes.
second.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Logan.
Shout out
yeah.
to Logan Paul. Damn, that's tough. But yeah, so I don't know. Staircases in the forest. I am absolutely down to go find one. It sounds like this article that I'm reading kind of has, he seems to know like where they are. This thing kind of outlines where people have seen them. So I think we should go on like a little bit of a hunt and find them.
I'm totally in for that.
I'm in for that. I just am
I at
not
least
sure
wanna see it.
how in I am. Yeah, I want to see them, but
see
I
it.
don't think I want to climb to the top. Actually,
I think
Kelly,
I'd climb
if
like
you
halfway
want to
up.
go
we should
up,
bring someone we don't like and have them go first.
yes,
Yeah, facts,
absolutely.
facts. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's pick somebody from the office that we don't really like. Nobody really cares about them.
Yeah.
Send Jack Mack up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Mack.
Jack Mack
We bring
can go.
Jack Mack. We're like, Jack Mack, we're going to make this great video with you. We're going to go discover aliens. For some reason, you're the guy we picked.
You're the guy.
You're that guy. And then we just send him up the staircase and we videotape all of it, and then he disappears.
Perfect. It's perfect. It's a win-win all around. Amazing. Let's go with taking edibles with aliens.
Oh my God.
Mix up a couple.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up to my fearless leaders at the Because We Got High podcast? My name's Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Love the show.
What's up, Eric?
Been enjoying it. You guys are very, very funny. And,
I'm blushing.
it's not typically I just wanted to expand knowledge a little bit, and I learn something new every day when I listen to you guys. But anyway,
Isn't that lovely?
keeping this pretty short, definitely
Eric, I'm
believe in
tearing.
I know. It's
extraterrestrial
mainly
life.
why I picked him.
I think to think that there's not other life out there in the universe is really small-minded. But mixing it with another E, which you guys are talking about this week. So when the aliens do inevitably come to Earth, you have to pick 3 people that are yourselves to sit down with the aliens, take an edible, and, save Earth. And basically convince the aliens that we're just chill and we don't want to go to war with them. Because I feel like
Picturing this.
with the way our society is now, some bad shit could go down if we don't just chill out with these aliens. So who are the 3 human emissaries you're sending to get high with these aliens?
Okay.
Just chill out and talk about what our future entails. Thanks. Love you guys so much. Well, I don't even know. But love the show for sure. Thank you for taking this.
Love Eric.
Okay, we love Eric.
All-star voicemail by Eric.
I hope
also
Eric
a great
becomes
question.
a reoccurring
As do
caller,
I, yeah.
for sure.
Me too.
He was the first male voice
Yeah.
I heard. I got so excited, and it ended up being a good question. so I
Really
included
good
him.
question.
It is.
Great question.
I'm sending Seth Rogen for sure.
Seth Rogen is a
Gotta
good
be
one.
him.
I'd say Joe Rogan.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Joe Rogan is like obviously,
Joe Rogan
he's
for
that
sure.
guy with aliens. So
And I think
feel
Snoop
like,
Dogg.
and
Yeah.
he's a great conversationalist. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Totally agree.
And
can-
Seth could be like the comedic relief if anything gets high intense.
Well, here I have a question because I'm thinking my contribution was Snoop Dogg because I feel like he's chill and fun. But do we maybe instead of Seth Rogen, maybe include like Martha Stewart?
Kelly, you
Just because she's
took
friends
the
with
words
Snoop.
out
And
of
she does
my
that
mouth.
same, right? Like she has like she's the
That was
woman
weird.
rep. And Joe Rogan, I feel like can be funny too. Like Seth Rogen, if he tries hard.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's.
I don't
a
know. I'm
comedian.
wondering maybe if Martha might be.
Martha?
She might have to be included. Maybe she goes in Snoop's place.
Kelly, you literally took the words right. I was in my head. I was like Martha Stewart.
She's great.
because Snoop
Martha
Dogg.
Stewart.
They
Yeah,
have that
because
woman
connection.
would you send?
Yeah, I'm trying to think like who's like a chill bitch. Martha's like the only one I can think of, to be honest.
Are we talking like famous? Do we want more comedians in the mix? Who do we like? We
Just
want
who-
the
it could be
aliens.
somebody. Maybe
Whoever
somebody
you'd
you
want
know.
the
We want the
aliens to chill with.
aliens to like us.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we need a really likable.
Yeah, like a charismatic person. Maybe like Seth MacFarlane. He's pretty funny. The guy who does like
I can
Family
think of
Guy and
so
stuff.
many people better
Yeah,
than Seth
yeah,
MacFarlane.
true. But I think he is like good comedic timing, and he's also very talented. He can like sing and stuff. He's
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
Let's
Let's lock in
not a
our
one-trick
people.
pony.
I think we
Pete
go Joe Rogan for sure. No, if Pete Davidson meets with the alien is going back to wherever.
No,
it
I
came
feel like
from.
he would be an alien. I feel like he is an alien.
He could be. He could be.
He could be, but
fair.
I don't think we want to send Pete Davidson to show that we're like chill people. You know what I mean?
think he's so chill.
like
he's
I
the
love
chillest.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know if he would relax the alien.
Yeah.
He'd probably make the alien feel a bit more tense.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Martha Stewart would bake for him, maybe.
Martha would be good, I think.
That's a good thing to do.
I think in my mind, I want it to be Snoop, Joe, and Martha, but I also want Seth to kind of like jump on the side. Like maybe we'll cheat and send 4.
Did we just send Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, and
Michael Cera,
and
just see how it goes,
and just honestly redo this as the end?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, perfect.
That's a good question.
Okay, let's play. Let's do Toxic X Part 1 and then Part 2 immediately after. They're silly.
Hello, you bad bitches. Shout out to Rhea, Bree, and Kelly. I literally fucking love each and every one of you. Newly avid weed smoker since this summer, so absolutely love this podcast. The topic I would like to discuss today is exes, specifically toxic ones. I wish that we could literally castrate every single one of them. My ex actually dumped me 4 times, and then every single month he would then text me and tell me how much he loved me and was like, oh, I love you, like, I just didn't understand my feelings, and I'm a dumbass and definitely believed him and took him back every single time. And so, honestly, God, I'm just fucking sick and tired of motherfucking exes. So, thank you, girls, so much. Love you.
I feel like this girl really spoke to me and about what I said about my ex and just being like, oh, no, I'm breaking up with you. And then the next month be like, oh, but I, come back to me. And I'd be like, yeah, sure. Why not? We need to have higher standards. We talked about that. We just need to have higher standards.
The bar is too low.
We also need to stop looking for like closure and stuff and stop letting people back in.
Yeah, we need to stop.
I need to stop. It's me. I'm talking to myself.
Yeah,
I get it.
You need to stop.
I get it.
And you know it.
I know it. It's so hard.
It is so hard.
It's so
we can't.
But this bitch, when I hear shit like this, she's like, I let him back 4 times. I'm like, fuck, been there, bitch. Like,
and you're like, because at first you want to be like, you idiot, and then you're like, but
I can't even talk shit. Can't even talk shit. Now, play part 2 real quick. It's funny.
Hi, I just called. Actually, I wanted to give one more shout out since I gave you guys a shout out. Shout out to my ex. I fucking hate you. Go fuck yourself, boo.
Yes. I had to let her get it off her chest.
That was really good.
Had to let her get it off her chest.
Wow, I love our listeners. I love them so much.
Me too. I love them the most.
That was awesome.
Okay, let's do.
Her accent.
Shout out to my ex. I fucking hate you.
Love it.
Fuck you.
Go die.
Yeah. So let's do one more.
I hope you get ran over by a bus. And all the kids
drop
on
dead.
the bus get out and stomp on
drop
you.
Dead, please. You mind dropping dead? Thank you. Do gay ex. I like that one.
Hey, ladies. Love your shows. Love everything you guys do. Shout out Kelly and Brianna for Surviving Barstool.
Nice.
I love it. It's so good. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about exes. So I recently just found out that one of my exes is gay. And it doesn't bother me at all. We dated like in college for like 8 months. And he's the best. He's like one of my best friend's brothers. But I was just curious what you would think. Like, would that bother you if you found out that your ex was gay? Or, yeah, let me know. Viva.
I think this
That's
would solve all my problems.
I would be so happy.
It'd be amazing. You could just be best friends. Like that's what you miss when you break up with someone. You're like, I miss the friendship part.
Think of them fucking another girl.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Like, they're gay. It doesn't matter.
100%. There's nothing to be jealous of. Like I'm not going to be jealous of a guy. Like maybe I'll be jealous of like the idea of you being in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
But I don't have to like compare myself to that person.
Exactly.
You know?
I literally wouldn't care at all.
I'd be
because I
psyched.
feel like
I would be so happy.
Everybody needs to figure themselves out. So it's like you can't blame him. You know, maybe he was confused. Maybe he really thought he liked you, but then realized he was gay. So I feel like it's one of those things that if you get mad at, I think you got to reevaluate yourself.
For sure. Yeah, that's not something.
Because
that's not something to be mad at.
That's not something to be mad at. And also, best case scenario, like you said, you're not worried about him. It's not like he's leaving you for another girl.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, well,
he just doesn't like vaginas.
Yeah. He's just out.
Fair enough.
And honestly, what a compliment that he tried with you. He probably knew he didn't like vaginas, and he was like, you know what? Maybe this girl will be the one that changes me.
It's true.
And he gave it a good try.
It would be you.
Exactly.
Yes,
Which
that's
what a high compliment.
Yeah. Anytime a gay guy compliments me, I take it as the highest
love
form
it.
of flattery.
It means even more.
Yeah.
Like it means so much more to me.
It really does. It really does. I have 2 more. One's from a guy and one's from a girl. What do you guys think? I think the girl actually, she's pretty good.
Okay. So you're choosing between the two of them?
I guess we can do both. Yeah, we can.
No, well, we should choose between the two of them.
Yeah, let's choose.
All right, I choose the girl because hers is better. It's Exes and Dreams.
Okay.
Ugh. The other one is just like a silly.
Hi, my name is Sam. First and foremost, love you guys,
Sam.
love the pod.
Thanks.
I have a quick, more like advice or seeking advice from you guys in regards to exes. So, backstory: I dated this guy in high school. He was my first serious boyfriend. We dated for 2 years for our first 2 years in college as well. And then we broke up. This was like 6 years ago. Now, fast forward to today, I am currently in a relationship of 3 years. We bought a house, like we have a cat, like very good relationship. And my ex has a girlfriend and a baby. So we both are clearly like moved on and in good spots in our life. But tell me why this guy keeps popping up in my dreams. I'm like, I need a dream specialist, or in this case, you guys, to try and freaking dissect why I keep dreaming about him and like how to make it stop. Because honestly, I'm over it and I need it to get out of my brain so that I can continue to live my life without him popping up in my subconscious. So, thank you in advance. Love you guys again. And I hope you guys can help me figure out what the hell is going on in my brain. Thanks.
I hope someone can help me figure out what the fuck is going on in my brain, because I have the same problem. I've told Kelly this before. Oh, girl, I don't know. Like, I feel the same way. Like, I haven't talked to this man in years, like legit years, and I couldn't give a fuck about him. Like, I really, like, I'm just like, I'll have dreams randomly where it's nothing like intimate. It's just like him coming to me to apologize about everything he did.
Yeah.
And then so I think, and this could be so wrong, but this is what I like to think. I'm like, because in my dreams, when I have them, like I'm dating Hank, and yet this guy comes and he's like, I just want to say sorry, whatever. It's like, it's happened like 3 times in the last year that I could remember.
Weird.
And I can't figure it out, but I'd like to think it's because he's thinking about how much he fucked me over and like all the bad things he did to me, and probably regrets it, and then subliminally somehow the universe is like putting it into my dream, being like, he's sorry.
Yeah, being
it's a
just
good way to
as
look
like a
at
reassuring thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I've
I definitely don't look at it as something that's like, he's calling me back.
No,
because that's
no, and you never should. Because
no, never.
I have looked this up many a time, probably like every fucking day. Why is my ex in my dream? And it told me once, like some random fucking website told me that it's like your mind will slip into a comfortable spot when you're sleeping, and sometimes that comfortable spot is maybe like a memory from the past that maybe like your ex happened to be involved in, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you like miss your ex. It just means that you miss the way that you felt at that time. And that necessarily doesn't mean that like your ex made you feel that way, but maybe he was there. So it's like your brain kind of puts it together. Isn't that weird?
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's too much.
The way dreams work are so odd.
It's so stupid.
It's something that nobody will really ever know the answer to.
Why do you never know?
Yeah, why do everybody always wonders when they wake up, why did I have that dream? Why was that person in my dream? Why was I doing that? Why did they say that to me? And then you start thinking about it, you're like, oh my God, is it happening in real life? Yeah. And it's just not. Like dreams are dreams.
No, dreams are dreams.
And leave it at that. Dreams are dreams. You can't fault anybody for their dreams, and you can't fault yourself for your dreams. So just dreams are dreams.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it.
But I think that's about it, ladies. I think that
those were good.
We've spoken to our crew, spoken to our audience. We love you guys. Thank you for so much for calling in all the time. I'm blanking on the number right now, though. Hold on. I want to tell you to call in for next week.
We should know our own number.
Do we have do we know what's set in stone what next week is going to be?
We don't, which is
we haven't discussed.
Which is fun and exciting. We have not settled on any F words yet, but we will.
Keep a lookout on our Instagram. Hopefully by Sunday or early Monday we'll have the
or Saturday or Friday.
Saturday, whatever.
We'll put it up
soon. And then the minute that it's up, you can call in until Tuesday of the following week. That's going to be our schedule. So the number is 551-258-3436.
Beautiful.
And I look forward to hearing from you guys.
Me too.
Love you guys.
Time for another table read, baby. This one is very near and dear to my heart. This is The Town, so we can't fuck this up. And if I fuck it up, I'm letting everyone back home down, okay? This scene means a lot to me.
This is important.
Yeah. I know how much Boston people love the town.
The town
they really
is
love
just a staple to us Boston people.
I'm actually upset that you didn't pick the one with Blake Lively. We smoked it till the filter, Dougie. That would have been, I feel like you would have played a good Blake Lively, but I'm happy with the scene.
This scene's very important in the
We've smoked it to the filter, Dougie.
She does the worst Boston accent.
It's so, that's why it was so bad. That's why I had to do that. But we've smoked it to the filter, Dougie.
Oh my God, it's too good.
Okay, this is the scene of Doug and Jem. This is when it's the big fallout.
Okay.
All right, and action. You know what? Do what you want to do. I'm done.
What?
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
I don't know. What do you think it sounds like?
I don't know. What does that mean?
What the fuck do you think it means?
You're done? Sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Let me put it to you this way. I'm putting this whole fucking town in my rear view.
There's people I can't let you walk away from.
What? Who?
Come on.
Are you serious, Jimmy? She's not my kid. Cut it out. All you give a fuck about is Coke and Xbox. Now you're gonna play it off like you care about Shine? Come on now.
You know what the fuck your problem is? You think you're better than people. Mm-hmm. Mr. fucking Clean, you're so goddamn high and mighty, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm better than everyone in this fucking project.
You grew up right here. Same rules that I did.
Okay, what else?
Who the fuck's the point? Sorry. I just felt like me and Bree were like,
no, that
really
was
good.
So real. Like that, I'm sitting here like, damn, I'm watching the movie. Like that was
Take it back.
Okay.
Say, okay, what else?
Okay, what else?
Who the fuck's the father?
I don't know. I'm not the father.
You're the what is that? What
You're the one fucking her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, sorry. Let's take it back a few more lines. Take it back a few more lines.
Okay, what else?
Who the fuck's the father? Okay.
We were doing so good.
We were, and it just got too good. Okay, should we take it a few lines back?
Yeah, okay. Start at the top of the page.
I just feel like I did those lines good already.
Okay.
Okay. You know what the fuck your problem is? You think you're better than people.
Uh-huh.
Mr. fucking Clean, you're so goddamn high and mighty, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm better than everyone in this fucking project.
You grew up right here. Same rules that I did.
Okay, what else?
Who the fuck's the father?
I know I'm not the father.
You're the one fucking her.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one, brother. She knows I'm not the father, and I have enough respect not to ask her, because I don't even think she knows. I don't want to shatter your illusions here, partner, but there's not enough free clinics in Mattapan to find out who the father of that kid is. And I don't know who the fuck you think you are either. You're not letting me do shit. Here's a little fucking cheat sheet for you. It's never gonna be me and you and your sister and Shy playing fucking house up there, alright? You got it? Get that in your fucking head. I'm tired of you and your one-way fucking bullshit. If you want to see me again, you can come down to Florida. Ah!
Bravo, ladies! My God, Noah, we are what a treat we had today.
We gotta get some popcorn.
Seriously,
that was good, right?
And you never even practiced it.
No, we didn't at all.
That was
the first time.
Crazy. Wow. That was so
that
good.
That might be one of the best yet.
Oh my God, that was so good.
We only
blown away.
That's the thing. We're such trash.
Yeah.
We really just have such trashy accents.
So we do.
Wow.
And that clearly has to go to Brianna.
Yeah, that
take
was
it back to Boston.
It was for my people back home.
It was
Give me that
so
fucking
good.
trophy.
It was so good. I could tell that's not the first time you've made that
Doug
speech.
McRae. Fuck yes.